All right, so driving down here in Bellflower today. Never been to this part of town, a little bit south of LA. Gonna meet up with the guys from OK's Happy Hour, Dennis and Gabe.
Oh, I got lemon in my eye. All right, keep going. Bam, lemon twist. This is the Amarula Martini.
That's right. I'm excited.
Papa.
So we're gonna meet up with them, go check out a really cool sandwich spot that they have in mind, and find out what Bellflower is all about, really. What is that? So the guys told me they wanted to meet outside of their favorite hangout spot. So I'm just trying to find that. A little place called Snug Harbor. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and think that that's not near any water. All right, so I think this is the spot. Open 6 a.m., it's a bar. Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Good to see you. Welcome to the party. I noticed that was there's a bar that opens at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, they have an early bird special here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Beers are very cheap.
Oh, there's cameras here. Yeah, look at that, right? Isn't that weird?
Whoa.
This is like the biggest budgeted shoot we've ever done.
There's our famous Jack in the Box there. Don't see those very often.
This is the beautiful city of Bellflower.
Well, first of all, it's Bellflower.
Bellflower?
Bellflower.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Named after the apple Bellflower that grew prominently here during the 1920s.
That's a long time ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you know. I actually went on Wikipedia to try to learn the great history, and it turns out there's not a whole lot. This is a post-World War II era neighborhood.
Look at these people running around. Look at that.
Very safe. A lot of white people. I believe it's still 46% white.
Yeah.
The first post office was set up in 1906. What do you think about that?
That's pretty good.
That's interesting.
There are more Asian massage places in the city of Bellflower than anywhere else.
Really?
In the world. Yeah.
That's
one thing.
That's something to put on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. More than even Asia.
Yeah. It's a fact. In
Yeah.
Asia, we call them massage places, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a generic name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys had to come up with a motto, you're the tourism board of Bellflower. What's your motto?
Mine would be Bellflower. It's pretty close to Long Beach.
And it lets you know, hey, you're going to Long Beach.
Yeah.
Just kind of stop on in. Maybe you might need something here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of things on the side of the road that you might need. Maybe a TV, maybe a couch. You know, you find those a lot on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
A mattress.
Yeah. The people are very generous here.
Yeah. We lived here maybe, I don't know, 6 years. When we first discovered Fronks, it was like a small little hole in the wall, but I thought it was great. I don't think a lot of people really knew about it until they moved into a bigger spot right off the boulevard.
Now they're like a bona fide, like chain restaurant size, you know, but it's still very much mom and pop. A guy named Fronk started it and still owns and operates everything.
Do you guys have a favorite?
I like their, is it black and blue? Bacon and blue cheese?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Everything's good there.
Well, thanks for having us here today.
Thank you for coming.
So how did you get started with Fronks?
I've been in the business almost 30 years. Just started, 14 years old, started washing dishes, and then, started making it into the cook area, and suddenly realized it was something I really wanted to do. Went on to college, and still all through that time while I was struggling to find out what I wanted to do, I was still working for restaurants. So it just came down to, if I was going to be happy, I need to start my own restaurant. And I was working for a Greek restaurant, and for me, considering what is Jamie Fronk's theme, you know what I mean? The Greek restaurant I worked for, they were owned by Greeks, so it was very simple. You're Greek, you open up a Greek restaurant, and I just like I was struggling to find it, and it finally just kind of hit me. I was like, well, wait a minute, you're American. Open up an American restaurant, you know? Suddenly, more burgers were getting ordered. I was doing something right, you know? And at first, I was a little scared to put some crazy ones out there, and you know, little by little, I just kept adding more and more and more, and it came down to like, you know, 80–85% of our sales were burgers, you know? And so now we're a burger and barbecue and craft beer joint, you know, but people come for the burgers. And I tell people, grab a takeout menu, and they say, you know, where do I start? I say, start at the top and work your way down. Just, I try to make sure that each burger is definitely set apart from each other one. Just a different taste, different experience to it all. They're not pretentious, you know. There's not any aiolis or you know, truffle or anything like that. These are just good down to earth burgers.
What would you say is the one that most people order when they come in?
It's definitely the Frankenburger. You know, we've got a bunch of other ones that are a real close second. The Meister Burger, which is sliced smoked sausage, spicy mustard, roasted red pepper and onion. The Little Piggy, which is really a cross between our pulled pork Sammy. It's a burger on top of coleslaw with slow roasted pulled pork on top, melted cheese. And then if you're brave, you got the habanero. We started with the Bull Burger. Bull Burger has fried egg on it, and so it's good steak and eggs. The idea is when the pick goes through the burger to hold it in, it breaks the yolk, and the yolk is really part of the sauce as well.
That sounds fantastic.
We hop that up a notch with the habanero, which has our habanero relish on it. You know, there's some other brave choices like the Big Hunk of Love. It's an Elvis-inspired burger.
Oh, with the
it's
peanut butter
yeah, with peanut butter. It's peanut butter, maple bacon,
nice.
and there's just, you know, I get a lot of people cringe at it, but when I talk them into getting it, they'll swear by it. There's just this intertwining of tastes with the butteriness of the burger, the maple bacon, and the peanut butter. You just bite into it and you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
So going from a small place to a bigger place, you've had to decorate a little more.
We do a lot more, yeah. I wanted to do the decorating in here the same way I did it over there. And if you had walked in the first day, there's about 4 or 5 things on the wall. Mm-hmm. And if you walked in the last day before we left, you wouldn't be able to know what color the wall was, you know. And so, you know, we get things from customers. I mean, you know, there's a drawing from a girl, you know, that was our original location. She just gave me a drawing out of a coloring book, and I framed it. She said, to Fronks. And that kind of stuff is great, you know. Oh, we have all up here. These are all the original dollars from the first year we opened. It's definitely a work in progress.
Well, there's a couple things I'd like you to explain.
Okay, I kind of have an idea of one of them, but go ahead.
There's a baby in a cage.
There is a baby in a cage.
With a fork, I think.
Yep, that is Creepy Baby.
Is that a work of art of yours? Or?
It's not. It came to be that way. They were doing a toy drive, and this was the last toy that was left. Nobody wanted it. It was creepy looking. So they were all done with the toy drive. They'd been working all day long. They were tired, and about a dozen of them came to the old restaurant. They sat down, and they pulled up a high chair. They put the baby there, and they paid, and they left the baby. So I was like, what do I do with this? You know, it sat behind the counter for a couple of days, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'm putting stuff around. I might as well put it up. And so I just hung it, put a fork in it, and found a cage later on, stuck inside the cage.
Nice.
You can't just hang a baby from the ceiling by itself. You got to put it in a cage.
You have to put it in a cage. I mean, you know, you have to be somewhat of a
unsafe.
human.
It's unsafe for the baby to be that high without a cage.
I'm still a humanitarian.
So you're talking a lot about Bellflower building up this central part with a lot of new businesses and restaurants. What would you say the future of Fronks is?
You know, it's kind of like a go-to thought with new restaurant owners, and I've been lucky. I still have a great mentor, and he'll even say at this point, if he could go back and slow it down a bit, that having more is not necessarily better.
Right.
And you can definitely see that with you know, some chain restaurants that, you know, that passion and that creativity gets lost, it gets diluted.
Right.
So I heard a quote. There was a restaurant owner in the Midwest, extremely popular restaurant, and they asked him, why he hadn't expanded yet. And he said, every time I think about expanding, I find a new way to make more money here at the restaurant I'm at. You know, I kind of held on to that. And, you know, why leave if my job isn't done here? You know, why move on to the next one if my job isn't done here? Because if I do leave here, I have to put it in, you know, somebody else in charge. So just that idea of, you know, of exploring new ways. And it's true, every time I think of something, it just keeps on, more and more things come, you know, so there's a lot more exciting things coming.
Cool. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving.
Yeah.
And
You
I
guys
love a
ready to
drink.
eat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like
absolutely.
ready to jump in on this menu.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm excited about this. Let's dig in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Try a little bit of this.
You ready for this? That's delicious.
Yeah?
That's delicious, yeah. Bacon, beef is delicious. Got an onion ring on here, some regular onions.
These are really good.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just look at that. That's get right in here. See this? Delicious. What about you guys? How's the sandwiches over here?
The peanut butter, yeah, like if you read it on the menu, you'd be like, okay, that's a little strange. But no, that fits well. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, it's really good.
Give me that burger.
Here we go.
All right. Thanks, guys, for joining me this week. It's great
problem.
hanging out, meeting the local entrepreneurs down here in Bellflower. And yeah, so check out OK's Happy Hour.
Also, we wanted to present you with this shirt.
What?
I don't know if you noticed, but Gabe was wearing a shirt. We wanted you to have one as well.
Look at that. I will wear this with pride. Thank you, guys.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having us.
And also, if you're in the LA area and you want to come down to Fronks and Bellflower, awesome sandwiches here so far. I already want to order the next one. And also, join us back at thedangersandwich.com. Next week, we're going to have great stuff. So until then, you know, go. I got food to eat. Later.
Yeah, people watch our show and they're like, oh my god, now I'm hungry.